Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another Star Trek Online episode. What's going on with all these Star Trek episodes? That's all I'm doing at the moment. Well, there is a good explanation for it. So let's start with this mission and then I'll talk you through what's going on.
Has provided some very interesting information about both the Tal Shar and the new race with which they've allied. Meanwhile, the Romulan Republic and neutral colonies are continuing to report mysterious abductions. We believe these two events are related. Tequila wants to go home to her colony on Serenity Prime. The colony there has remained independent from both the remains of the Romulan Star Empire and the burgeoning Romulan Republic. That puts them in a delicate balancing act. We thought taking Tequila home could be a good opportunity to figure out what's happening behind the scenes of the Romulan conflict. We would like you to go to Serenity Prime and investigate.
Okay, well, I guess we're going to go to Serenity Prime and investigate. That sounds very dangerous. Well, no, in the game, it's actually a lot more dangerous and a bit more complicated. So let's get going with this. This is the second time I'm doing this mission, by the way. The first time I did it, what happened was, although I did record it, it didn't record properly. So as a result of that, I'm having to redo it again. I do intend to try and cover them in some order, so I do want to keep it chronologically in the order in which they are listed. That's the way I'm going to do the missions. Now let's talk about why so many Star Trek Online episodes. Yes, I do love the game. It is a very good game. It is an old game, but it is still nonetheless a very good game. But what is actually, there is a very good justifiable reason. I was going to do some Conan Exiles and Ark videos. However, Ark has got an update that takes forever to of course download. It's one of those updates that takes hours, and I just have one day in which I have to make 5 to 6 videos. And even so, in that scenario, in that case, I will still not be able to cover all of the days of the week that I intend. So there will be a day or two gap in which I will not have a video on the channel. It just is what it is. That's what life is, and I do have a life outside of YouTube as well as a full-time job. So I can't wait many hours for the update to download, because that just leaves me with less time to cover the content. You know, I still need to sleep, eat, and do all of the other necessary and vital things to living and surviving as a being. So as a result, I'm just going to play some missions on Star Trek Online and make videos on that. It just basically turned out to be a very busy week. The upcoming week, there's a lot of things going on. So literally just have one day to make six episodes to try and cover the channel. Make sure that there is content on the channel. I don't want to leave it without content. Now, the way I do this is I'll record them, edit them, render them, upload them, put the information into the description, also make the thumbnails and stuff like that. So those take a full day, and basically, you know, after a full day and a little bit of sleep, I'll have to go to work and do all of the rest of the wonderful stuff that I have to do. So that's the reason for the high amount of Star Trek Online episodes that you guys will be seeing this week. I do apologize, it's just what it is. I did wait for about 2 hours to get some of that content downloaded for Ark, but in doing so, it left me with 2 hours less of my time to make content in. In that time, I could have probably made content for Conan Exiles. I could have continued with the build. Unfortunately, it wasn't a thing. So, you know, I need to try and make the most of what time I have available to me. As a separate note, I am going to also announce and remind people that this week was the last episode ever for Raid Shadow Legends. So that means no more shard openings. That means no more Raid Shadow Legends gameplay videos. That does not mean to say, though, that I will not potentially work with them in the future, but it just won't be I mean, I might, if they ever ask me to advertise them or something like that, do that, because it is a good game. It is expensive. The company itself, I've never had any problems with them. They've always been fine with me, and I've always been fine with them. They are darn amazing and really nice people to talk to. So, you know, my experience with them has been nothing but positive. So that also means, of course, that I'm going to give that account away. If anyone is interested in it, the way to enter it is to go to my Discord channel in the general chat settings and enter the competition. There will be a competition that will be announced by the bot, and obviously the bot will also randomly select a winner. So that's the way it's going to go down. The account is worth, well, it's well over £3,500 worth. That's how much I spent on it. So best of luck to whoever wins it. Best of luck to all y'all. And of course, unfortunately, there's only one winner in this, and the only way to win it is to enter it. Now back to the game. Let's talk to these guys. Continue with the mission. I kind of know what I'm doing here because this is the second time I'm doing it, and so I will scroll through their messages fairly briefly, so you guys can pause the video and read it should you wish to. I'm not going to start reading things, the gameplay videos, episodes, missions, whatever you want to call them, tend to take about 20 to 30 minutes, so I don't want to really extend it too much by reading all of the dialogues and all that. It would just make it too long, and I do want to try and keep it to I'd say 30-minute video. And I do want to try and cover an episode, a mission per video. That's the aim of the game. Alright, we'll talk to you. You have a nice little story to tell us, and then we have to beam up. I do like this place. It's a bit grey. If I'm honest, it's kind of greyish, but hey ho, it's nice still. It's not a dark grey, it's a light grey, so it's still very, very light. Alright, fair enough. We'll get some of these just in case. We have a bit of a fight going on. The Romulans do not like us because they don't really like many other races. They are a conquering race. But we do have some backup right here. Hopefully this won't end too bad. It will not be as bad as when we first came into this mission. Also, just as a reminder, I am playing this on advanced difficulty, so this is not normal difficulty. This is actually one step higher, and trust me, it is difficult. I do like the challenge as well. I do want to challenge myself with this. There we go. I mean, I think on normal difficulty I would have been able to deal with these ships a lot quicker. Okay. That was fairly easy. It does help if you have backup when you're fighting. I'll take these. We don't want to leave anything behind because I'm greedy like that. Alright, so I need to make my way past these shields. Alright, okay. I got it. Let's go. That is such a cool idea to cover a planet in these shields, but then getting through them with giant ships could be problematic. Let's warp to the next section of the mission. And here we come. Alright. I do like the game sound effects. They're very Star Trek-y. They did get that one right, so we're going to scan this debris right here. Okay, that's done. Go on to the next one, and then we have to go to that planet. The only thing I can say is I wish the planets were actually bigger. They're more like moons, or mini moons even. But I get it. The game is old. I I just wish they could update it and make these planets actually feel like planets. They should be a lot bigger than this. Okay, let's beam down. Get on to the next section. Right now we're going to the free Romulan camp, which was once their home base. But then they decided to join the Romulan Republic, which is basically the nice Tal Shiar, the nice side of the Tal Shiar. But obviously they got attacked, and so we're now looking for information. And we're fighting the Kalids. Whoa! Back off, son. Dude. Well, what's the point of putting a shield if you can climb over it? That's very useful. Okay, things have happened. The only thing I don't like about this little mission is you have to travel all throughout the encampment. It's a bit annoying. And time consuming as well. So I'm going to try and get through this as quick as I can. If I can avoid a fight, I will try and do so. See, those guys right there did worry me a bit because they can sneak up on me, and I don't want to have too many of these enemies fighting me at the same time. It could be potentially a recipe for disaster. And we don't want that. Whoa. Take it easy, little Caleb. I mean, they don't seem to do too much damage, which is not a bad thing at all. We do get some little notes to the side, some little speech bubbles for my officers and what they say, what they notice, what they recommend, yada yada bloody bloody. I know what I'm doing, I think. Well, I know what I'm doing most of the time, or sometimes. Okay, yeah, I can still get it wrong. This is a good game, though. I mean, it still looks pretty darn decent. If I'm honest, it's not aged badly at all. Okay, we're going to go this way. We've got that right there. I'm going to try and avoid them if I can. We're going to scan this right here. If I can avoid those guys, that would be wonderful. But it looks like I couldn't avoid them because they're coming to pick on my officers. So we're going to end up fighting them because, yeah, that's what the game wants. And that just makes it a bit longer, but it is what it is. I don't think you can actually... I don't know. I've never tried running away from them to see how far they'd follow me. But I don't want to risk it. So now basically I have to go from this end back to the other end. And then back to another end of the camp. That's the way this mission is. We can interact with this, so might as well do it. It's not imperative or important to the mission, but I guess for role-playing purposes, we scan the area just to make sure everything is nice and safe after everything's been killed, you know. We don't want any zombies coming up. That'd be cool. Imagine zombies in Star Trek. Right, we'll scan the water because we want to make sure the water's safe to drink for the Kalids. That makes a lot of sense. Alright, we got these guys right here. Let's go for it. Let's go. Think another thing that I mean, takes some getting used to is the movement mechanics in the game. I might potentially get that gamepad. The reason I find that I die so often in space combat, at least, is because you also need to control and manage your shields as you are fighting in space. And I'm struggling to do that because I don't have a gamepad. That would greatly help me. So my thought is I might potentially get that gamepad, and it is going to be the Razer Tartarus V2 gamepad. It's closer to the, I think it's called Nostromo NT52 or something like that. So it got bought out by Razer. I'm going to get that. I mean, I'm not going to be using it for shooters or anything, but for Star Trek Online, that gamepad would be very massively useful. As you saw in the space combat, there are a lot of abilities that I have to manage. And because I'm playing on advanced difficulty, it does make it that much more challenging. I reckon getting that gamepad will make it much more easier. Plus, it's a gamepad that I can use in Ark as well as in Conan Exile. So it will have its advantages, if I'm honest. And it will kind of spare my keyboard a bit. Not that my keyboard needs sparing. It is a sturdy keyboard. Butchered that one, didn't I? It is a sturdy keyboard, after all. I did spend a lot of money on it. It is a mechanical gaming keyboard. Okay, we're going to go this way. And I think I need to go this way, if I remember correctly. Yes, it is. I can see the red circle. We're going to have to fight some more Kalids. I feel like I would like to play the Romulan faction again. This makes me want to play it, because this is the starting area for the Romulan faction. But there is a new... Well, actually, saying that, there are, I think, 2 new factions that you can play. So I might give that a go. Yeah, I might give that a go. I do have a... quite a few characters, to be frankly honest. I might have to check out my Klingon character. I might want to play another Klingon character.
It is with great sorrow that I report the destruction of our colony in the Veronat system by the terrorist insurgents known as the Romulan Republic. I believe most of the residents of Veronat were loyal subjects of the Empire who were unaware of the terrorist cell hidden amongst their homes and families. Their deaths are a tragedy. When the Tal Shiar attempted to remove the insurrectionists and save Veronat and its people, the Romulan Republic destroyed the entire colony rather than submit to the lawful authority of my forces. I grieve for the loss of innocent life. Rest assured that those responsible will be found and punished for their crimes against the Romulan people. Veronat will not be forgotten.
Well, that is that. Of course, that is a lie. Totally not what happened. It was the other way around. It was the Tal Shiar that did the attacking. I know that because I did play 2 Romulan characters. I had one that joined the Federation and the other one that joined the Klingon faction. Alright, time for us to beam up. And any day now. Alright. So we have a bit of a fight going on right here in space. I am basically going... Ooh, my shields are down. That is not good. That is so not good right now. Thank God that didn't last for too long. They could have nuked me and dealt with me so quickly right there. We will teleport behind them because in front of them they do a lot of damage. And I like to be behind them to reduce the amount of damage I take. Now, the thing is, right now, I'm not able to move in space and manage my positioning and the shields as well as the abilities. So this is where the gamepad would come in really handy. When I get it, I will, or am, tempted to do an unboxing video for that. That is a pretty cool gamepad. I do like it. I just hope that the cable, the USB cable, is sufficiently long enough. That's one of the worries I have. But we'll find out when we get it. If not, I might just have to extend the USB cable or buy an extension cable. But it is what it is. Alright. That is that. Let's go and pick up the goodies before we get the mission prompt to leave. Never mind.
Our allies in the Romulan Republic are under attack by the Tal Shiar. All combat-ready vessels are ordered to report to New Romulus immediately. Individual orders to follow. Thank you for responding so quickly. Your orders are to rendezvous with Battle Group 5 in Veronat and proceed to New Romulus to reinforce our vessels there. The battle is already underway.
Okay, let's go and pick this up. And we're getting there. So, okay, we've got the reinforcements. Let me pick up my item. There we go. I'm happy now. Let's go. Dude, the other ships compared to mine just look so tiny. I think that's why I wanted the ship so much. Plus, it's a carrier. And prior to this, I did have the Jemadar Dreadnought.
Arrived in the nick of time. New Romulus does not have the developed orbital defenses necessary to repel such an attack, and Admiral Kerrick is calling for as many ships as possible to defend the planet. The flotilla protecting the planet has been pushed back by the enemy assault. They are at their final line now. They need your help. Glad you could join us. Concentrate fire on their command ship.
So now we are going to join a massive space fight. I need to find the command ship. Once that has been dealt with, the others should be fairly easy. There's going to be a lot of damage. I'm going to be taking damage from every which way. So here's to hoping that I don't die too many times. We want to stay out of that thing, that glow thing in front of us. We don't want that pointing at us because it's going to hurt badly. Alright, here we go. We're going. Lots of bad things in space right now. And let's try and take out the command ship as quick as possible. That is very important right now. Okay. We're doing something right there. The hull integrity of the command ship has dropped a bit. It does have good shields though. And luckily it's not focused on me just yet. Come on. I'm pulling aggro right here. That's what that circle in front of me was. Now if it's just the command ship, I can deal with it. If it's the command ship and other things, then I'll struggle. So I want to take down the command ship as soon as I can. I need to ignore everything else and just focus on the wonderful command ship. That is a big ship, by the way. Half of me wants to teleport behind it, but if I do so, I'll be right in the middle of combat, which would be very bad for me. It's turning towards me. This is not good. Need to be careful with what's going on. We don't want to get into too much trouble. It's coming right for me. Right, we will tractor beam it just to keep it in place. And we don't want torpedo spread because we don't want to aggro other ships. At the moment, we just have the command ship on us, and that's the way it should be. Also, you will be able to notice that there are both Romulan ships, Federation ships, as well as Klingon ships. So the Klingons are trying to make friends with the Romulan Republic, which is the new government these guys are trying to establish. On the bright side, the command ship's shields are more or less down. This is my window of opportunity. Let's get through it. We don't want those shields going back up. Hull integrity at 1%. There we go. Command ship is now down. Time to help clear out the rest of the bad things. I want to take all these things though. Not that I need them, but I will break them down for R&D purposes. Okay, I think we are now perfectly fine. I think as long as the command ship is up, it will just spawn in more and more ships. Don't get me wrong, if you want a lengthy extended battle, then that's pretty darn cool. Definitely worth keeping the command ship up, but I don't want to make the episode too long. Alright, we're dealing with the big ship. I do like it when I assimilate ships. That is so darn cool. What's going on behind us? We've got that kind of pointed at us, so we don't want to be in the way when that thing goes off. There we go. Was that it? Oh, that was quick.
Thank you for your assistance today. You have saved our new world from destruction. your names will go down in history.
Well, thank you for that. That is a honor. The part system. I want to help clear out the ships. Never mind. That's horrible. Oh, that's bad. Well, okay then. Thank you so much for that. What is that beeping noise? We've got a little transwarp gateway there. I think that's what that is. The background, the space looks so nice. I really like it so much. There's all these clouds going on around here. I don't know what the cloud is meant to be. A ship just cloaked. That's a sound that I like, by the way. I like the sound of the ship's cloaking. Alright, what's going on there? Let's try and get me my my thumbnail. I can do this. That wouldn't look half bad. We got the clouds there. We can see the other Romulan ships. Might want to get close to them. Stop beeping. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and get closer to those ships. They're kind of tiny, so when I put the thumbnail up, I'd like to have them a bit more visible. Plus, that cloud looks really nice. I kind of want to go through it now. Obviously, that's just a background. Can't go that far. Although that would be nice if I'm honest. Okay, we're going to position our wonderful ship in such a way that we get a good, wonderful view of something in the background with our ship for the thumbnail. Try not to go too fast because I will overshoot it. Ooh, okay. So we've got 2 stars on this particular planet. So it's a binary system. And another star that isn't too far away. Alright, let's go like so. Yeah, that looks nice. Actually, it's possibly a star system with 3 stars. Which is pretty interesting. Right, let's find a good angle. I think I'm happy with that. Hold on. One of the ships is turning around. There we go. There's my screenshot right there. And with that being said and done, I am going to depart the system. I hate it when that happens. I should lock the tray. Hold on, what's going on here? Yeah, put it in the right place. That's fine. Let's go. Hold on. I just noticed because the torpedo needs to be at the front. There we go. Perfect. Depart system. So this is now New Romulus. We're going to collect our reward, and that is the end of this particular video. And episode, for that matter. Let's see, do we get hailed, or do we have to hail for the collection of the reward?
Gratitude for your assistance in saving their homeworld. We now know the race you encountered there is called the Alachi, and they are the Tall Shar's new allies. From what you found on Virinet, and what they tried to do at New Romulus, I'd say that whatever they're doing, it's not in our best interests. The Republic is continuing to search for clues to reveal what exactly is happening to the people being abducted by the Alachi. You, however, may be set to a different task.
Okay, let's get our reward. I will take just something random. Yeah, save it for the next episode. Thank you very much. With that being said and done, that is it for this particular episode. I do hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links, this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.